Alright, welcome back to Giving Chances Farm. I'm Tony, and this is Sky. She is our doe that's currently in milk. We've done videos of her milking in the past. Today had been a busy day. We had farmer's market this morning. Come home from farmer's market, and then we went and met up with the farm that Sky was actually at the first time I seen her, when we went to take Hot Chocolate to be with a buckling, or a buck, I guess. So we had the opportunity. I was
gonna get sprayed with milk.
watching videos and things like that to try to see the differences in clipping from, we clip the cow's hair for show, but wanted to know what the difference, I forgot my bucket.
Don't worry, the camera person
What the difference between clipping the hair for goats and clipping the hair for cattle was. Here, I'll get it. And there's only so much you can truly learn off of a video, as much as, really, when it comes down to it, you just need to get your hands on it. And we were given the opportunity to come down there and do hands-on clipping because they have a show that they are taking goats to next weekend. So we were able to go down there, and both girls were able to use the clippers and clip one of the bucks for her. And she was clipping the buck that we used for Hot Chocolate when we got there. So we got to see the touch-ups being finished on him. And then she put another buck that actually she was not thinking about showing until we put him on the stand and started clipping him, and then she seen what he looked like as we were clipping him and decided she might actually change her mind and put him in the show next week. So, but at least have him as a backup if needed. So it was definitely neat to see the difference from a shaggy hair like this to a sleek cut.
Yeah.
So
She needs trim.
we will do a video here soon of us giving Sky a haircut. So with that being said, it's just the same as it is with cows and other animals, and even humans when you're cutting the hair. She'll get a bath before that. That way you're starting with a clean canvas, because trying to cut hair that has dirt in it or sawdust, bedding, all of those kind of things in it, just kind of adds to dulling out the clippers quicker than they should. It also, it's not going to make as clean of a cut as it would, if like the hair was matted. It's not going to cut as easy as it is if it's nice and clean and ready to go. So we'll get the blower out. We'll end up using the other goat stand that we got that has the different headrest on there. So, and then we will give her a haircut and kind of show a little bit about what we've learned. So we used 2 different sets of clippers down there, so I don't have the bigger flathead style clipper, and that's what we used down there to cut the body. It was a bigger Premier flathead set of clippers with a I think it was called the X cover blade on it to cut the body with, and I actually liked it well enough that I'll probably be looking into a flathead clipper later on tonight or tomorrow when I get a chance to have some downtime and long enough to do some shopping online. But I'm not so sure that I will end up with that Premier clipper, because I had already been kind of interested in possibly getting a flathead clipper to be able to use on the steers. I know a lot of the people I see clipping the cattle, they will actually do the steers like navel area and then their heads with the bigger flathead clipper. We were using it to clip off all the body just because it's a wider blade and takes off more hair in one pass. So but other than that, we use that and then a number 5 blade to kind of match it a little bit. But I don't own that blade yet either, so I'm gonna have to purchase that blade as well. Before today, oops, I had actually bought a number 4, a number 10, and a 40 blade because I had found a couple pictures online talking about trimming dairy goats, and it had, you know, color coded profile of a goat, and those were the blade numbers that it recommended for the different areas. We were told today they didn't quite like the number 4 because in their opinion it left the hair just a little bit too short, and it also didn't provide the cleanest outcome on the cuts that they like. So like in a showmanship class where you want everything cleaned up really nice, and it just didn't quite fit their needs. So I have it, so worst case we'll have it as a standby later if we do need it or not. But I will venture to try to get very similar equipment compared to what we use today, mostly for a couple of reasons. If someone's willing to teach me something and they are willing to answer questions when we have questions, to me it's just as easy if I can try to recreate what they showed us with the same type of equipment. That way if I run into a problem, I'm doing the same methods that they are using, so that way if something just doesn't quite look right or something, and I tell them, hey, this is what I'm using, you know, what we use kind of thing, then they'll be able to help me a little easier, I think. So, alright, we're almost done. He ain't got in the way there. There we go. All right. So, like I said, we'll, I would assume it's going to be this week as long as weather holds out. It's showing us about, I think tomorrow is still supposed to be an okay day, but after that, the next, 7 days, I think is what I've seen. It's
Rain.
still showing rain. So, it all depends on if I want to stand outside in the rain to give her a bath or not.
But then you don't have to use the hose.
As to if we start cutting her. But I would like to get her, just because, I mean, you can see how long this is. That's really long. So we need to take that off. And then that'll help us also see in here where, because she's milking, she's eating quite a bit. I mean, she gets
Is it almost
about 6 pounds,
cups?
I think,
Or,
yeah.
Not cups, but 6 pounds of feed.
Yeah, a day. So she's getting plenty of food and water. Because actually, Sky will drink more water in a day than Hot Chocolate and Tulip put together. She does really well on her water intake. And we're feeding her quite a bit. So but with her producing milk and
All of her energy.
just recently given birth prior to that, prior to us getting her, we're still trying to play that catch-up stage to fill her back out. But we're getting there slowly. I don't want to up her feed and overgrain her either, so. But we'll show you guys the video once we do clip her. The girls were able to do the clipping today down there, so they got their hands on and was able to do it. And so look forward to that video. We appreciate you guys spending time with us. Hope you enjoy watching our videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media with all your family and friends. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.